Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 157 of the show. What's going on? Everybody, I got some awesome news to tell you guys, okay? Before we kick off from Monday Night Raw from last night, because the Road to Survivor Series War Games is about to happen. But that's not the good news. So bad news and good news. The bad news is, at my job at the mall, they're playing Christmas music already. Christmas music. Ah! My father thought it was good news. I pray for... I mean, I love Christmas as well as the next person, but dudes, can we wait till after Thanksgiving? You know? But blame the corporate people who, the corporate retailers. Blame them. And blame Hallmark, too, while we're at it. Oh, goodness sakes. But the good news is, I officially have Thanksgiving off. No morning work. No nothing on Thanksgiving. I have Thanksgiving off. I am just excited. In fact, like Bill and Ted, we need to be excellent to each other. And so that means things are starting to turn around for the rest of this year. The rest of this year better go good. Because, you know... So this is my first Thanksgiving off in a few years. I think, was it 2016, 2017? All I know is this year I have Thanksgiving off. Entire Thanksgiving. I can sleep in. I can stay up late Wednesday and then sleep in Thursday probably. I'll probably have to wake up early and possibly do my Press Your Luck game Thursday morning early. That way we can get out of the way and we can get out of the way. Make sure I'll probably upload it before we go somewhere. We're probably going to go somewhere, I think. So this could be a whole lot easier than expected. You know what I mean? I'm just going to adjust here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. I feel like I'm fading into the sunlight. Oh boy, what's going on, everybody? What is happening here? So let's talk about what happened on Raw last night. Because, as you know, the Road to War Games, Survivor Series War Games is about to begin. It seems like the Women's War Games matchup is starting to shape up. But before we get into that, Raw from last night takes place in Louisville, Kentucky. And he kicked off Raw, and it seems like the fans are behind Seth Rollins. And they were Seth Rollins addressed what happened last week on Raw. He said, that was stupid. And when, Austin Theory cashing his money in the bank, more on Austin Theory. So Bobby Lashley comes out, interrupts Rollins. He says he wants the title. Mustafa Ali comes out. Lashley says, you better not do what I think you're going to do. Ali does not care, okay? Mustafa Ali and Bobby Lashley started brawling. Referee tries to prevent it from getting out of hand. But then then a matchup happened. Mustafa Ali versus Bobby Lashley. It was a heck of a matchup, but then Bobby Lashley ended up winning the match via the Hurt Lock. And then Kathy Kelly interviews the OC about some of the Rhea problem, but Mia Yim was supposed to have her first match on Monday Night Raw back. And so Mia Yim took on Tamina, the former 24/7 champion and former women's tag team champ. And while the match happens, Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio appeared at ringside. But Mia Yim, despite that, did pick up the victory over the second generation superstar in Tamina. And Mia Yim invites Ripley into the ring, and Rhea Ripley went to go climb in, but then she changed her mind. Matt Riddle is playing the bongos. Kathy Kelly interviews him, and then Alpha Academy interrupts him. And so it seems like Chad Gable, thank you, is going to take on Matt Riddle later on that night. Damage Control was talking to Mia Yim after she picked up a victory over Tamina. They've asked Yim to join them, but then she says, I'll think about it. The OC didn't interrupt them with Nate, and looks like Carl Anderson got some beer. Matt Riddle went one-on-one with Chad Gable, and it was a great matchup until Chad Gable attempted to pin and then put his foot on the ropes, and Otis made sure Chad Gable's feet stayed there. Chad Gable won the match through cheating. JBL and Baron Corbin played cards against this nobody who got nothing, so they kick him out. But then Akira Tozawa wants to play poker against JBL and Corbin. Byron Saxton interviews Miz on Miz TV. Johnny Gargano interrupts the Miz. In 2 weeks' time, Miz and Dexter Lumis will face each other. If Dexter Lumis wins, not only he'll get a contract with the WWE, but Miz has to pay him the money he owes him. And then Captain Kelly interviews Shelton Benjamin. And Dominic Mysterio interrupts him. And then Shelton Benjamin, Damian Priest challenges Benjamin. But Benjamin accepts Dominic's challenge. Shelton Benjamin went one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic Mysterio did win the matchup. So, a huge victory for Dominic Mysterio. Captain Kelly interviews Austin Theory. He says the reason why he did cash in the Money in the Bank because because he felt like he needed to, but then he was trying to prove himself, and he believed that the Money in the Bank was an anchor that's weighing him down. Money in the Bank. Then Dolph Ziggler interrupts Theory. He says, "Kid, you gotta prove yourself. It's fine. You and me one-on-one." Dana Brooke was interviewed earlier in the afternoon, as Nikki Cross did join forces with Damage Control in the War Games matchup. But then Dana Brooke says the 24/7 title thrown in the trash was disrespectful to Dana Brooke as she worked hard to hold on to that championship. Dana Brooke, one of my favorite girls, that's another one, went one-on-one with Iyo Sky. And Iyo Sky, the lovely genius of the Sky, Iyo Sky, did pick up the victory over Dana Brooke. Mia Yim comes out and responds to Damage Control's offer, but she picks the side of Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. So, so Damage Control and Nikki Cross not happy about this decision. Akira Tozawa beats Baron Corbin and JBL in poker with 3 kings. Dolph Ziggler and Austin Theory battled to a no contest after Austin Theory snapped and started attacking Ziggler. And I think Ziggler won by disqualification, but then but Austin Theory, I think they're going to cut out for the her rumors are reporting that they're going to cut out the selfie gimmick for Austin Theory. So Austin Theory is going to be more serious now. I'm hoping that's the case, and they think that Austin Theory needs to really showcase his skills instead of showcasing his selfie, looking like a geek doing the selfie thing. That's my opinion. JBL and Corbin head to the ring. Damage Control will complain about Mia Yim joining Team Belair. But then Rhea Ripley comes up because if Mia Yim's going to join Team Bianca, I'm joining you guys. Let's go to war. And she knows a thing or two about war games, Rhea Ripley. So Team Damage Control has their team complete. Nikki Cross, Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky, Dakota Kai, and Bayley. So that means Team Belair is one person short. Who is that person? Well, a little bit more on that information. Captain Kelly, Akira Tozawa went one-on-one with Baron Corbin. Corbin did defeat Akira Tozawa. Captain Kelly interviews Team Belair, and then he says, "We don't know who we're going to choose, but we're not going to lay out all our plans. It looks like Bianca Belair's got some people in mind to see who would be the 5th member of Team Belair. They say each team will have one person fighting for the advantage. So it depends on who Damage Control will throw into that matchup and who. So will Team Belair throw their 5th member into the matchup? Who knows for sure? Now, there's a couple of options I can think of. I don't know how long Becky Lynch will be out for. I know she's trying to recuperate from her injury, her shoulder injury at the hands of Damage Control, as well as Candice LeRae. So one of those two. So one of those two will be the option, or it could be someone else. We don't know who, but one thing's for sure: could be somebody. So who knows? Who knows for sure? Alph Academy skates right in, and Captain Kelly interviews them about Chad Gable's victory over Matt Riddle. It seems like Matt Riddle will be looking for some retribution for sure. And then Seth Rollins interrupts Alpha Academy, humming his theme song, and Alpha Academy goes, "Yeah, thank you." Weirdos. And then Byron Saxton interviews Finn Balor about challenging Rollins for the United States title. And then Seth Rollins and Finn Balor did go one-on-one, and Rollins did end up winning the matchup, despite the Judgment Day distracting Rollins, and the OC got involved. Both teams brawling. And then Austin Theory, after the match, attacking Rollins and stands over him holding the United States title. I think Austin Theory wants to become the United States Heavyweight Champion again, kids. Who knows for sure? Who knows for sure what's going to happen? Well, tonight, NXT, 2 huge matches, title matches. The women's matchup, title match, Mandy Rose defending against Alba Fire in a last woman standing matchup with Gigi Dolan and JC Jane out of the way. Seems like Alba Fire has a chance to go one-on-one. Then Braun Breaker will take on the massive second-generation a battle of second-generation superstars as Braun Breaker will defend the NXT title against the massive Von Wagner. And if you don't know, Braun Breaker, obviously the son and nephew of both Steiner brothers, son of Rick, nephew of Scott. Von Wagner is son of one half of the Beverly brothers. I believe Wayne Bloom. I think he was known as Blake Beverly, I believe, or is it Bo Beverly? One of the Beverly brothers. So there you go. So we'll see what happens tonight, and we'll see how Nikita Lyons responds to what happened to her last week at the hands of Zoe Stark. We'll probably get some answers for tonight. Until then, that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 157 is complete. Episode 158 is next. Little high rollers for you to Wreck Tuesday. So I will see you guys later. And Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Production, and in association with a sweet bumbling Bofa Raver Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.